Did you know that the very superfood you religiously add to your morning toast or vibrant salads, believing it's the pinnacle of healthy eating, might actually be undermining your well-being? We're talking about the beloved avocado, that creamy, dreamy fruit that has conquered kitchens and Instagram feeds worldwide. It's a modern-day icon of wellness, with Americans now consuming an astonishing average of 8 pounds per person every single year. And why not? Avocados are lauded, and rightly so, for being absolutely packed with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, dietary fiber, essential potassium, and a spectrum of vital vitamins. They are, by all accounts, a nutritional powerhouse. But here's a truth that often gets lost amidst the green goodness and the social media frenzy. There are critical, yet commonly overlooked mistakes in how we consume avocados that can transform this celebrated fruit from a health ally into a potential health hazard. The irony is almost unbelievable. Millions reach for avocados daily, confident they're making one of the smartest dietary choices available. Yet, a significant number of these well-intentioned individuals are unknowingly exposing themselves to a range of issues, from uncomfortable digestive distress and unseen medication interactions to, in some cases, genuinely life-threatening allergic reactions. The allure of the avocado, amplified by an almost cult-like devotion on social media, has led many to incorporate it into nearly every meal without a second thought for the potential and sometimes serious consequences. After more than a decade dedicated to studying nutritional science and food safety, I've come to see avocados as a perfect case study. A food brimming with benefits, yet capable of becoming problematic if not understood and consumed with informed care. Today we're going to peel back the layers on 6 potentially dangerous mistakes, all supported by peer-reviewed scientific research that could be derailing your health goals and even putting you at significant risk. Are you ready to discover how to truly harness the incredible power of avocados while sidestepping these hidden dangers? Our journey into the complexities of avocado consumption begins with a compound most people have never even heard of: persin. This naturally occurring fungicidal toxin is present in every single part of the avocado plant, from its leaves and bark to its seeds and, yes, even the flesh we so eagerly devour. While the concentrations of persin found in the ripe flesh of an avocado are generally considered safe for human consumption, the story of this compound offers a more nuanced and concerning perspective on avocado safety than is commonly acknowledged. Persin is an oil-soluble compound that serves as a vital natural defense mechanism for the avocado plant, protecting it from fungal attacks. The highest concentrations are found in the leaves, followed by the bark, seeds, and the skin of the fruit. The edible flesh, thankfully, contains the lowest levels, but it's crucial to understand that it is still present. This is where the scientific research prompts a closer look. Studies published in reputable toxicology journals have explored the effects of avocado fruit extract, and the findings are thought-provoking. For instance, when avocado fruit extract was applied directly to human white blood cells in laboratory, in vitro conditions, it was observed to cause DNA damage. This research indicated that the extract possessed genotoxic properties, meaning it had the potential to damage the genetic material within cells. Now, before alarm bells ring too loudly, it's essential to contextualize this. These were in vitro studies conducted in a controlled lab environment like a petri dish, not within the complex system of a living human body. Our livers are equipped with sophisticated enzyme systems designed to metabolize and detoxify various compounds, including persin. However, such research undeniably raises important questions, particularly regarding the potential effects of long-term, high-volume avocado consumption patterns. The concern surrounding persin becomes more apparent when we examine its documented effects on animals. For birds, exposure to persin can lead to an increased heart rate, significant tissue damage, labored breathing, and in severe instances can unfortunately be fatal. Mammals such as goats and horses, if exposed to substantial amounts of persin, often through ingesting leaves or bark, can develop severe mastitis, inflammation of the mammary gland, and cardiac insufficiency. While humans are generally more resistant to persin's effects than many animals, individual sensitivity can vary dramatically. Factors such as compromised liver function could potentially place individuals at a higher risk. Therefore, it is strongly advised never to consume avocado leaves, bark, or large quantities of the seed. If avocados are a daily staple in your diet, consider implementing periodic breaks. For example, a pattern of 5 days on and 2 days off. Most importantly, pay close attention to your body and be aware of any unusual symptoms that might arise with regular consumption, particularly persistent fatigue, noticeable digestive changes, or unexpected skin reactions. The second critical mistake we often make with avocados revolves around one of their most misunderstood characteristics: their caloric density. Despite their vibrant green health halo, avocados are surprisingly rich in calories. A single large avocado can pack around 320 calories, a figure that can easily catch even the most health-conscious individuals off guard if they're not mindful. This caloric richness, combined with their celebrated health benefits, creates a perfect storm for potential overconsumption, leading to unintended weight gain rather than the weight management many hope for. Research into avocados and weight management paints a nuanced picture that is frequently misinterpreted. Numerous studies have indeed found that moderate avocado consumption doesn't typically promote weight gain and can even support weight management efforts. A landmark study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, for example, followed participants who ate 1 avocado per day for 6 months and found that they maintained a stable body weight. However, the operative word here is moderate. The problem arises when the assumption is made that because avocados are healthy, they can be eaten in unlimited quantities without any negative consequences for weight. This is a common pitfall. Research from the Adventist Health Study, which has provided valuable insights into diet and health, found that while avocado consumers generally had lower body weights, these benefits were observed with relatively small daily portions, typically around 32 grams per day. That's roughly equivalent to just 1/4 of a medium-sized avocado. Here's where the calorie trap becomes particularly insidious for many. Instead of using avocado as a substitute for other fats in a meal, people often add it on top of meals that are already calorically complete. Think about it. Adding half an avocado to your already substantial salad tax on an extra 160 calories, spreading it on your sandwich, another 160 calories, blending a whole one into your smoothie, you could easily be adding 200 to 250 calories without even realizing the full impact. Before you know it, you might be consuming an extra 500 to 600 calories per day solely from avocados, which can significantly derail weight management goals. A proper, sensible serving of avocado is generally considered to be about 1/3 of a medium fruit, or approximately 50 grams, which provides a more manageable 80 to 100 calories. Yet many people routinely consume entire avocados in a single sitting, unknowingly taking in 250 to 320 calories. The takeaway? Track your intake meticulously for a week if you're a regular avocado eater, and consciously think of avocados as a replacement for other dietary fats, not just an addition. Our third mistake uncovers a hidden connection that could trigger severe allergic reactions in millions of individuals who may have no idea they are even at risk. This serious condition is known as latex fruit syndrome. It's a well-documented medical phenomenon where people who are allergic to natural rubber latex also develop allergic reactions to certain foods, with avocados being one of the most common and potent triggers. The science underpinning this cross-reactivity is both fascinating and, for those affected, quite alarming. Research indicates that a significant portion, approximately 30% to 50%, of individuals who are allergic to natural rubber latex also exhibit hypersensitivity to particular plant-derived foods, especially fresh fruits. Fresh, The link exists because natural rubber latex and certain foods, including avocados, contain proteins that are structurally very similar. The human immune system, in its attempt to protect the body, mistakenly recognizes these similar proteins as the same threat. Avocados specifically contain proteins called class I chitinases, which have hevine-like domains. These domains cross-react with hevine, a major allergen found in natural rubber latex. Furthermore, avocados also contain papatin-like proteins that share structural similarities with other latex allergens. Consequently, when someone with a latex allergy consumes an avocado, their immune system identifies these avocado proteins as the threatening latex proteins and launches the same kind of allergic response it would to latex itself. What makes this situation particularly dangerous is that many individuals may not even be aware they have a latex allergy. They might discover it only when they encounter a medical procedure involving latex gloves, or they may have gradually developed latex sensitivity through occupational exposure. Healthcare workers, housekeepers, food service employees, and others who regularly come into contact with latex products are at a notably higher risk. The symptoms of latex fruit syndrome can vary widely, ranging from relatively mild oral allergy symptoms like itching or tingling in the mouth and throat while eating avocados, to swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, and localized skin reactions such as hives. However, the condition can escalate rapidly to far more severe and systemic reactions, including widespread hives, difficulty breathing, a rapid pulse, dizziness, significant gastrointestinal distress, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and in the most extreme cases, anaphylactic shock, a life-threatening emergency requiring immediate medical treatment. Scientific research has unequivocally identified avocados as one of the highest risk foods for latex cross-reactivity. Studies consistently show that among people with confirmed latex allergies, positive food-specific antibody tests occur most frequently with avocados, with some studies reporting this as high as 53%. If you have a known or suspected latex allergy, or if you experience any unusual oral symptoms when eating avocados or other related fruits, like bananas, kiwis, or chestnuts, it's crucial to consult with an allergist. The fourth mistake might seem like a trivial aspect of food handling, but it's actually responsible for more foodborne illnesses than most people realize, turning a nutritious fruit into a potential bacterial hazard. Avocados present unique food safety challenges stemming from their growing conditions, the typical handling processes they undergo from farm to table, and the way most people prepare and store them in their own kitchens. The pathway for contamination on an avocado often begins long before it ever reaches your shopping cart. Avocados are cultivated in warm, humid climates, environments where bacterial pathogens such as Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria monocytogenes can readily thrive. The characteristically rough, porous skin of an avocado, while a natural feature, unfortunately provides numerous nooks and crannies for these harmful bacteria to hide and multiply. A particularly concerning study conducted by food safety researchers highlighted a critical vulnerability. Bacteria residing on the outside of an avocado can be easily transferred to the edible flesh during the cutting process. Imagine this: when you slice through an unwashed or insufficiently washed avocado, your knife blade can pick up bacteria from the contaminated skin and drag those pathogens directly into the creamy fruit you're about to consume. This means that even if you diligently avoid eating the skin itself, you can still be exposed to dangerous bacteria that were lurking on its surface. The problem of bacterial multiplication becomes especially critical once an avocado is cut open. The warm, moist environment of the exposed avocado flesh, combined with its nutrient-rich composition, creates an ideal breeding ground for rapid bacterial growth. Food safety experts consistently identify the temperature danger zone for food as being between 40 degrees and 140 degrees, 4 degrees C and 60 degrees C. Cut avocados left within this temperature range become increasingly dangerous as time passes, because at room temperature, harmful bacteria can double their numbers in as little as 20 minutes. Many people, completely unknowingly, create perfect conditions for food poisoning by leaving cut avocados out at room temperature for extended periods, perhaps on a buffet, in a packed lunch without an ice pack, or simply on the counter for later use. Complicating matters further, the creamy texture and mild flavor of avocados can effectively mask the early signs of bacterial contamination. Unlike some other foods that might develop an obvious off-odor or slimy texture when spoiled, contaminated avocados don't always look, smell, or taste noticeably bad, making it difficult to detect a problem until it's too late. Proper avocado storage, therefore, requires immediate and diligent attention to food safety protocols. Whole, uncut avocados can be stored at room temperature until they ripen, after which they can be refrigerated for approximately 5 to 7 days to slow further ripening. However, once an avocado is cut, it must be refrigerated immediately in an airtight container and should be consumed within 2 to 3 days at the absolute maximum. Critically, never leave cut avocados at room temperature for more than 1 hour. And remember, even though you don't eat the skin, it is essential to wash the entire avocado thoroughly under cold running water for at least 30 seconds, gently scrubbing the skin before you cut into it, to minimize the risk of transferring surface bacteria to the flesh. Our fifth critical mistake delves into the realm of potentially dangerous interactions between avocados and common medications. Interactions that could have life-altering or even life-threatening consequences, yet are seldom discussed by doctors with their patients during routine consultations. Avocados contain several bioactive compounds that can significantly influence how certain medications are processed and work within your body. Perhaps the most critical and well-documented interaction involves blood-thinning medications. This includes older anticoagulants like warfarin, commonly known by the brand name Coumadin, as well as newer direct oral anticoagulants, DOACs, such as dabigatran, Pradaxa, and rivaroxaban, Xarelto. Avocados contain moderate amounts of vitamin K, a nutrient that plays a crucial role in the body's blood clotting cascade. For individuals taking blood thinners, maintaining a consistent daily intake of vitamin K is absolutely essential for the medication to work effectively and safely. Suddenly increasing or drastically decreasing avocado consumption can throw off this delicate balance, leading to potentially serious health consequences. Blood-thinning medications function by interfering with the vitamin K-dependent clotting factors produced in your liver. When you are prescribed these medications, your doctor carefully calibrates the dosage based on your typical dietary vitamin K intake, often monitored through regular blood tests, like INR for warfarin. If you suddenly start eating avocados daily after not consuming them regularly, the extra vitamin K from the avocados can counteract your medication's intended effect, potentially reducing its efficacy and increasing your risk of developing dangerous blood clots. Conversely, if you have been a regular avocado consumer and then abruptly stop eating them, your blood may become too thin due to the medication now working more potently than intended, which significantly increases the risk of bleeding complications, ranging from excessive bruising to more severe internal bleeding. The cardiovascular medication interactions extend beyond just blood thinners. Avocados are exceptionally high in potassium, containing approximately 975 milligrams per cup, which is more than twice the amount found in a banana. While potassium is vital for health, this high concentration can pose risks for individuals taking certain heart or blood pressure medications. Specifically, people on AC inhibitors like lisinopril or enalapril, angiotensin II receptor blockers, ARBs, like losartan or valsartan, or potassium-sparing diuretics like spironolactone or amiloride need to be cautious. Adding significant amounts of high potassium foods like avocado to their diet can lead to hyperkalemia, a dangerous condition where blood potassium levels become excessively high. Hyperkalemia can cause irregular heart rhythms, muscle weakness, and in severe acute cases can even lead to cardiac arrest. Furthermore, interactions with diabetes medications present another layer of complexity. The high fiber content in avocados can slow down the absorption of oral diabetes medications, potentially reducing their immediate effectiveness. Additionally, the monounsaturated fats in avocados can enhance insulin sensitivity. While this might sound beneficial in theory, for individuals on insulin or certain oral medications like sulfonylureas, which stimulate insulin production, this enhanced sensitivity could actually be dangerous, potentially causing unpredictable and sharp drops in blood sugar levels, hypoglycemia. Therefore, if you take any medications regularly, especially for cardiovascular conditions, blood clotting, or diabetes, it is imperative to consult your prescribing physician before making avocados a daily or frequent habit, to understand any potential interactions and necessary adjustments. The final mistake we'll explore is perhaps the most frequently overlooked, yet it carries the potential for significant discomfort and, in some cases, serious health issues: failing to recognize and respect your own individual tolerance and sensitivity to avocados. Just as we all have unique fingerprints, our physiological responses to various foods, including avocados, can vary dramatically. These differences are influenced by a complex interplay of genetics, existing health status, gut microbiome composition, and other individual factors. It's a mistake to assume that because avocados are generally healthy, they will be perfectly tolerated by everyone in the same way. Digestive sensitivity to avocados is actually more common than most people realize. The high fiber content, which is one of avocado's celebrated benefits, around 13.5 grams in a whole medium avocado, can paradoxically cause significant digestive distress in individuals with sensitive stomachs or those who are not accustomed to a high-fiber diet. Symptoms can include uncomfortable bloating, excessive gas, abdominal cramping, and noticeable changes in bowel movements, which can range from constipation for some to diarrhea for others. Beyond fiber, the FODMAP content in avocados presents another common sensitivity issue. Avocados contain sorbitol, a type of sugar alcohol, a polyol, which is the P in FODMAPs, that can cause significant digestive problems for people with irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, SIBO. For these individuals, even small amounts of avocado can trigger pronounced symptoms, including severe abdominal pain, excessive and uncomfortable gas, and prolonged digestive upset that can last for days. Histamine intolerance is another increasingly recognized condition that can make avocados problematic for certain individuals. As avocados ripen, their histamine content naturally increases. Consequently, overripe avocados can trigger a range of symptoms in histamine-sensitive people. These symptoms are diverse and can include headaches or migraines, skin reactions like hives or flushing, nasal congestion, and various digestive issues. The oral allergy syndrome, OAS, represents yet another form of individual sensitivity. People who have certain pollen allergies, particularly to birch pollen, may develop cross-reactive symptoms when eating avocados. This typically manifests as itching, tingling, or swelling in the mouth, lips, and throat shortly after consumption. While these OAS reactions are usually mild and localized, they can occasionally progress to more severe systemic reactions in highly sensitive individuals. Furthermore, subtle genetic variations in enzyme production can significantly affect how individuals metabolize the various compounds found in avocados. Some people may have genetic variants that impact their ability to efficiently process certain types of fats, while others might have differences in their capacity to handle plant compounds like persin. These underlying genetic differences mean that one person might experience negative effects from avocados at consumption levels that are perfectly safe and beneficial for someone else. Lastly, age-related changes in digestion can also influence avocado tolerance. As we age, our natural production of digestive enzymes often decreases, which can make higher-fat foods like avocados more challenging to digest comfortably. The key to navigating this is careful self-observation and documentation, keeping a detailed food diary, noting not just what you eat and how much, but specifically when you eat it, and any symptoms you experience in the following 24 to 48 hours can be invaluable in identifying your personal tolerance levels. After navigating through all these potential pitfalls and cautionary tales, you might find yourself wondering if avocados are even worth the associated risks. The answer, resoundingly, is yes, but with an important condition. When they are consumed correctly, mindfully, and with an understanding of your own individual circumstances. When eaten safely and appropriately, avocados remain one of the most nutritionally dense and beneficial foods available, offering an impressive array of health advantages that can significantly contribute to overall well-being. The key is to approach them with knowledge rather than blind enthusiasm. The cardiovascular benefits of avocados are among the most well-researched and compelling reasons to include them thoughtfully in your diet. A wealth of multiple high-quality studies has consistently shown that regular moderate avocado consumption can lead to significant improvements in various heart health markers. The monounsaturated fats in avocados, primarily oleic acid, the same type of healthy fat found in olive oil, are particularly celebrated for their ability to help reduce levels of LDL, bad cholesterol, while simultaneously maintaining or even increasing HDL, good cholesterol levels. A comprehensive review of various studies found that avocado consumption was associated with a notable 16% to 22% decreased risk of cardiovascular disease and coronary heart disease, which is a testament to their heart protective qualities. Furthermore, the exceptionally high potassium content in avocados provides outstanding support for blood pressure regulation. As mentioned earlier, with nearly 1,000 milligrams of potassium per cup, avocados deliver significantly more of this crucial mineral than even bananas, which are often touted for their potassium. This abundant potassium helps to counteract the blood pressure-raising effects of sodium in the diet, making avocados particularly valuable for individuals concerned about or at risk of hypertension, though, as we've discussed, those on specific medications need to coordinate with their doctor. Beyond heart health, the antioxidant profile of avocados is truly remarkable, including powerful compounds that are less commonly found in other foods. Lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoid antioxidants that are highly concentrated in avocados, provide specific and vital protection for eye health. These compounds accumulate in the retina and may help prevent or slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in older adults. One of the most underappreciated yet significant benefits of avocados is their ability to enhance nutrient absorption. The healthy fats present in avocados dramatically improve the body's absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, vitamins A, D, E, and K, and other beneficial compounds like carotenoids from other foods eaten at the same meal. For example, studies have demonstrated that adding avocado to a salad can increase the absorption of carotenoids like beta-carotene and lycopene from the vegetables by as much as 3 to 5 times compared to eating the same salad without avocado. To harness these optimal benefits while minimizing risks, current research generally supports consuming about 1/3 to 1/2 of a medium avocado 3 to 4 times per week as part of a balanced diet. Now that we've thoroughly explored both the potential risks and the significant benefits associated with avocados, let's distill this knowledge into a practical implementation guide. The objective here is to empower you to develop a systematic and personalized approach to avocado consumption, one that allows you to confidently maximize their nutritional advantages while diligently minimizing any potential downsides based on your unique individual circumstances. The first and most crucial step is to start with a baseline assessment of your current health status and any known risk factors. If you are currently taking any medications, especially for blood thinning, blood pressure, heart conditions, or diabetes, have known allergies, particularly to latex or pollen allergies that might cross-react, or suffer from pre-existing digestive sensitivities like IBS or SIBO, it is absolutely essential to consult with your healthcare providers, your doctor, allergist, or a registered dietitian before making avocados a regular or significant part of your diet. They can provide tailored advice based on your medical history and specific needs. For your first few weeks of incorporating avocados more regularly, or if you're reintroducing them after a break, it's wise to start small and monitor your body's response very carefully. Begin with just a few slices, perhaps about 1/4 of a medium avocado, every other day. This gradual approach allows your system to adjust and makes it easier to pinpoint any adverse reactions. During this introductory period, keep a detailed food and symptom diary. Note not just what you eat and the portion size, but also how you feel physically and mentally in the 24 to 48 hours following consumption. Pay attention to digestion, energy levels, skin changes, or any other unusual sensations. This careful tracking is invaluable for identifying your personal tolerance threshold. From the very beginning, establish and consistently practice proper food safety protocols. Always wash whole avocados thoroughly under cold running water, gently scrubbing the skin for at least 30 seconds before cutting into them. Use clean utensils and cutting boards to prevent cross-contamination. Once an avocado is cut, refrigerate any unused portions immediately in an airtight container or tightly wrapped to minimize oxidation and bacterial growth, and aim to consume it within 2 to 3 days. Crucially, never leave cut avocados at room temperature for more than 1 hour. Alongside safety, develop a sustainable portion control strategy. Initially, it can be helpful to use measuring tools or a food scale to truly understand what appropriate portions look like. Remember, a standard serving is often considered to be about 1/3 of a medium avocado, approximately 50 grams, which provides around 80 to 100 beneficial calories. Finally, consider creating a rotation schedule for your avocado consumption rather than eating them every single day without a break. Incorporating avocado-free days allows your body ample time to process any accumulated compounds, like persin, and can also reduce the risk of developing new sensitivities over time due to constant exposure. This mindful, informed approach ensures you can enjoy avocados as the nutritious food they are, safely and beneficially. We've journeyed through the complex world of avocados, uncovering 6 critical mistakes that can, unfortunately, transform this celebrated superfood into an unexpected health hazard. Let's quickly recap these crucial points. First, we explored the importance of not ignoring the potential, albeit usually minor for most, effects of persin, the natural toxin present in all parts of the avocado plant. Second, we highlighted the ease with which one can fall into the calorie trap by overconsuming this surprisingly energy-dense fruit, potentially leading to unwanted weight gain. Third, we unmasked the dangerous latex fruit syndrome, a cross-reactivity that can cause severe allergic reactions in susceptible individuals. Fourth, we addressed the often underestimated risks of making storage and preparation mistakes, which can pave the way for serious foodborne illnesses. Fifth, we delved into the critical need to be aware of potentially life-threatening medication interactions, particularly with blood thinners, certain heart medications, and diabetes drugs. And sixth, we emphasized the vital importance of recognizing and respecting your individual tolerance and sensitivity levels, as our bodies all react uniquely. But let this be clear, the intention here is not to vilify the avocado. When consumed correctly, with awareness and respect for its properties, the avocado unequivocally remains one of nature's most nutritionally complete and beneficial foods. It's a powerhouse of healthy fats, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, that can contribute significantly to a healthy lifestyle. The true key lies in informed consumption. This means understanding appropriate portion sizes that align with your caloric needs, adhering to proper preparation and storage techniques to ensure food safety, and, most importantly, listening to and respecting your own body's individual responses and consulting with healthcare professionals when necessary, especially if you have pre-existing conditions or are on medication. Avocados can indeed be a fantastic part of your diet, as long as you approach them with knowledge and mindfulness. Now, I'm truly eager to hear from you in the comments below. Have you perhaps made any of these mistakes without even realizing it? Have you ever experienced any unusual symptoms or reactions after eating avocados that you previously couldn't quite explain? If this comprehensive guide has helped you understand how to more safely enjoy avocados while truly maximizing their incredible benefits, please show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing for more evidence-based nutrition content. And please share this video with anyone you know who loves avocados. You might just prevent them from making a potentially dangerous mistake.